player that hasn't won a Heisman that you would give a Heisman to?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I got to think back. I'll say this one because growing up, this was one I'd watch. Cole Brennan. I know he was a finalist, but him winning one, what he did for Hawaii, and then growing up watching him, he was super fun to watch. So I'll say Cole Brennan.
Dylan, you guys were 13-0 this year, and really college football, it's been kind of a lot of parity. No one's really been able to begin to feel like you guys are. What was the key this year to your consistency and the team's consistency?
Yeah, I would just say, the preparation and having Coach Lanning, the way we do what we do, I believe has great intent behind it. It allows us to just flourish in, our specific role of our team. And I think everyone's owned that and has played pretty well in their specific, role. But we've been enjoying it as well, and I think the strive to get better every single day has been extremely positive, which allows us to, like I said, flourish and accept that role we have.
Dylan, the Heisman Trophy recognizes individual achievement, of course, but what does it mean to you that you also get to represent your teammates at Oregon?
Yeah, it's huge. I wouldn't be here at all without any of them, and I think back to the winter workouts, summer workouts, spring ball, and all that training up until this point, and then, of course, that just gives you a chance, and then when you get in the season to go do your thing, just very aware that I wouldn't be here without them. So I'm glad to represent them, my team, my coaches, my teammates, this university. I'm very grateful and blessed to be a part of this. So I want to represent them the right way.
Can you say anything about your offensive line in particular?
For sure. Those guys up front, they do everything to make me look pretty, and keep me clean. So I love those guys, and I'm very proud of them, and I think just our relationship has been a big blessing and a lot of fun, with the day-to-day and interactions that we have. We have fun with it, so I appreciate them a bunch.
One more fun question. Would you rather have an award named after you or a shoe named after you?
I would say shoe. I think a shoe would be cool. Award would probably last longer, I'd say, but a shoe would be super cool, for sure.
Dylan, what advice has Marcus Mariota given you about your time at Oregon?
Yeah, I would say more than advice. I think just him being a mentor, and any time that I'm going into a big game or any first, like this trip, or going into my first game at Autzen, a guy who's just very thoughtful and has always reached out and texted me. So I'm very grateful for him, and just the relationship we have. Everyone says don't meet your heroes, but I got a pretty damn good one. So I'm happy that I have that relationship, and knowing that when I was a little kid, looking up to him and just the way he's represented himself, he's just been a great example. So I appreciate him and want to do the same for the younger generation.
Dylan, how do you manage the hype of award season and all the pomp and circumstances around that? We're still big in the midst of the national championship race.
Yeah, just maintain focus in everything that we do. You have this week to kind of go on a journey, but knowing that so many people came together to make this happen, and that's my teammates, my coaches, the University of Oregon, things that I'm very aware of and grateful for, and blessed to represent them the right way. So I know that, and I want to do it in a great way. And we'll be right back on the field when I get back, and the work doesn't stop.
Dylan, what did Marcus kind of give you an expectation for this weekend?
Yeah, I would just say, him always being thoughtful and texting, his mom and texting my mom, and, just telling us to enjoy, and what a great journey. And, 10 years ago, Marcus was here, and now I'm here, and there's a lot of coincidence, that people may say, but I think it's by design, and the Lord's got a plan, and what a crazy journey. 10 years later, I'm here too, so super cool, super unique, and grateful for them. And like I said, I think it's just the interactions with whatever it may be, and you appreciate that relationship.
Talk about that journey for you, like coming out of high school. Could you imagine being here right now?
Yeah, Yes and no. You know, I think at a young age you're oblivious and just going and loving playing the game, but always that sense of belief in yourself and wanting to get to a point where you're playing with the best, and also knowing that I'm on the best team, and a team that has come together to put a great season together. So I'm glad that I'm representing them and want to honor them the right way, knowing that what we've done this far should be, seen.
Have you spoken with Dan Fouts at all? He was the Oregon quarterback when I was growing up. He was the star. I don't know if that name rings.
I haven't yet.
Okay. I was kind of curious about how that.
All good.
And I mean, Oregon's a good school, but I'm just curious how you're not from the Beaver State, so how did you wind up in Oregon?
Yeah.
We could have used you at Columbia, by the way. They won a piece of the Ivy League title. If we had you, might have beaten Harvard.
I know. Well, just connections. I think as you get older and spend more time in the college football world like I did, you just are connected to a lot more people, and the connection we had, when I entered the portal.
Are you in grad school now over there? Or how did it
I'm not. I've graduated already, so I'm just doing another undergrad.
Okay, what's your major? What do you study? What did you study before? What do you study now?
Multidisciplinary studies now. I'm just doing an undergrad and that I won't be able to finish.
Any, aside from football, any career goals? I mean, you must take advantage of all this.
For sure. For
You
sure.
want to go for the MBA, go to law school, whatever.
Yeah, I think right now, obviously going to the next level is a goal of mine. But post that, I think that'll all be up for discussion in whatever point of my life I'm in.
And NIL, I assume, has worked out. Nike's big in Oregon. I assume they should be taking care of everyone there, given the Oregon connections of Phil Knight back in the day. Are they big in the NIL game for your team?
For sure, I think in their own way, they like to be creative in how they can contribute to the University of Oregon's success on and off the field, and that's not just sports but academics. And they value people right in their backyard. So whether it's internships and careers down the road and kind of that side of things, or in sports, I think you are able to build those connections, being right in their backyard.
Well, enjoy the city while you're here.
Thank you.
Dylan, this summer when you got that experience with Elite 11, what were you able to take away from that?
Yeah, I would just say being around a bunch of guys that are like-minded and quarterbacks that love to compete. I remember how fun it is, and I didn't get that experience coming out of high school. So when I got out of college, I wanted to take full advantage of it and just soak it all up, and that's what I did. I met a lot of great people, was able to throw and have some fun on the field, but also, I think just the experience in a whole was fun.
Getting to spend some time with Carroll that week as well. Is there anything from him that you took away especially?
For sure, I just appreciate his knowledge. All that he's done for the game and has continued to do. But now, when you sit up in front of a guy and ask all those questions of, what he looked for in a draft process, and how he looked for guys that he wanted to go to battle with, and I think that's all things that could help you, help shape your game into your own authentic way.